What is a hardware wallet, and how does it work? The phrase offline or cold storage refers to the fact that hardware wallets are not linked to the internet and therefore store cryptocurrency in this manner. They are physical devices that perform the functions of computers but have a much more limited form factor and are often shaped like USB sticks. Cryptographic transactions are registered within the device using your private key and then securely posted to the blockchain through a crypto bridge when utilizing a hardware wallet. A hardware wallet typically starts around $30 and can go up to $100. They give users complete ownership over their digital assets, but the convenience of using them may be inferior to that of mobile or hot wallets in some circumstances. The growth of malware in the crypto world has caused developers to develop hardware wallets to avoid having their keys hacked and transferred into the hands of hackers. Unlike hot wallets, which are ideal for use when you want to make day-to-day transactions or trade on short notice, hardware wallets are best suited for long-term investment or savings. What are hardware wallets? Hardware wallets are physical devices that serve as a secure, offline, and private storage space for your cryptocurrency keys. While they aren't meant to replace a desktop PC or even a smartphone as a platform for making transactions, hardware wallets offer several advantages over third-party desktop apps. They are physically secured offline and cannot be accessed by potentially malicious software on your computer. This makes them ideal for storing long-term funds or investments of any kind. The devices generate private keys, so they cannot access them through a computer. That means that even if a hacker gains access to your account on a cryptocurrency exchange and transfers your cryptocurrency into their wallet, they will not be able to move your funds off the wallet. They can be used with many cryptocurrencies and function across several platforms. Unlike most desktop and mobile wallets, hardware wallets are not exposed to viruses or malware through the internet. As a result, they are immune to hacking and data exploitation. Most hardware wallets use a USB connection to interact with the internet and unscrupulous software on your computer. Because this is an external connection, it reduces the risk of potential vulnerability. Additionally, most hardware wallets have built-in screens that allow you to verify your transaction details before completing them, making it less likely for you to send your funds elsewhere accidentally. How do hardware wallets work? A new address is generated and given to you when you purchase a hardware wallet. This address is what you use to send and receive cryptocurrency. On the blockchain, your transactions are collected into blocks, with other transactions occurring simultaneously. Once the blocks are filled, they get sent to the miners for processing, depending on how much work needs to be done on them. Once they are verified and finalized, the funds are added to your wallet address. Your cryptocurrency is not stored within a hardware wallet, the keys that allow you to access it are. This is how it should go down. The use of public and private key pairs is essential to the operation of public key cryptography, a form of data encryption designed to prevent unauthorized access to stored information. Messages and transactions can be encrypted and decrypted using the keys in conjunction with one another. These keys are not actual keys in the traditional sense, but are long sequences of numbers connected mathematically. Since these two keys are linked, information encrypted using a public key can only be decoded using the private key. Why should you use a hardware wallet? The primary benefit of using a hardware wallet is that it creates complete ownership over your funds. Only one can access them if you permit them. No amount of malware on a computer can take control of the device and change the balance in your account. Additionally, hardware wallets allow users to restore funds with a backup in an emergency. Of course, no digital platform is completely safe, and hardware wallets should never be kept on a computer that malware could compromise. The biggest disadvantage of using hardware wallets is that they cost money and are less convenient than mobile or desktop cryptocurrency wallets. They also have a limited lifespan since batteries will eventually die, so you must replace your hardware wallet at some point. Benefits of the hardware wallet. Keeps your private keys completely offline. Since cryptocurrency keys are never sent over the internet, they will never be accessible to hackers. Since cryptocurrency keys are never sent over the internet, they will never be accessible to hackers. Secure. Because they aren't connected to the internet, hardware wallets provide secure storage space for your funds. Because they aren't connected to the internet, hardware wallets provide a secure storage space for your funds. Maximum security. Because the keys used to make transactions are created by hardware wallets, there is no way for hackers to access your account. They are also immune to viruses and other types of malware because they aren't connected to the web. Because the keys used to make transactions are created by hardware wallets, there is no way for hackers to access your account. They are also immune to viruses and other types of malware because they aren't connected to the web. Total control over their private keys. If a user loses their hardware wallet, they will always retain access to their funds. This also prevents other people from accessing the funds in their accounts and spending them without permission. If users lose their hardware wallet, they will always retain access to their funds. This also prevents other people from accessing the funds in their accounts and spending them without permission. Multiple trusted manufacturers. A variety of trustworthy manufacturers produce hardware wallets. This reduces the risk of receiving a faulty device or one tampered with. There are a variety of trustworthy manufacturers that produce hardware wallets. This reduces the risk of receiving a faulty device or one tampered with. Private keys can be stored in an offline environment. Storing keys offline eliminates the risk of malware compromising them through your computer's internet connection. Storing keys offline eliminates the risk of malware compromising them through your computer's internet connection. Why are private keys important? Private keys, or private Bitcoin addresses, are the secret codes that enable users to spend their Bitcoins. They contain information about a wallet and allow users to move coins from one address to another. To receive Bitcoins, one needs the public key of another user. This allows them to process payment but doesn't reveal any information about the new owner. Unlike private keys, public keys are open for viewing and use for transactions. Based on a user's Bitcoin address, the keys have associated public and private counterparts. The public key is easy to generate and does not require special permissions. It is known to the entire network because it is publicly available. The private key shows only the owner. The private keys should only be shared with people possessing the corresponding public key. They allow users to send and receive Bitcoins. Public keys are used to open Bitcoin addresses. In addition, it is also possible to create a new address using the same public key. Due to the nature of cryptography, this can create confusion by leading others to believe you're giving them your private key or Bitcoin address. While this is okay, you should be aware that the giveaways may differ from what they seem. Conclusion: is a hardware wallet worth it? Hardware wallets are a good way to ensure that your crypto funds are only accessible to you and by no one else. However, they do have their drawbacks, and users will have to be careful about how they choose to store their Bitcoins. Picking the best hardware wallet requires research before committing to a particular device. Cryptocurrencies are speculative, complex, and involve significant risks. They are highly volatile and sensitive to secondary activity. Performance is unpredictable, and past performance is no guarantee of future performance. Consider your circumstances and obtain your advice before relying on this information. You should also verify the nature of any product or service, including its legal status and relevant regulatory requirements, and consult the relevant regulators' websites before making any decision.